Blessings, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And in this one, we're going to do a watch along for the Jamaica versus Panama game. Remember, we told you prior that this game is, or it may very well go down to Jamaica needing to win it if they are to advance through to the next round. It's a tricky situation for the Reggae Boys, um, and I hope everything goes well. We're hoping that they are able to pull through this one with a victory because only then can their fate be decided by them. Okay, so remember, if you're new to the channel, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet done so. We're going to share the starting lineup and a couple more in a minute, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna pull it up and ensure that the folks can see who the starters are for Jamaica today and um, who comes in. I know going into this one, we shared our prediction on what we expected the starting lineup to be, and it was close enough. I'd like to say. Um, only I wanted to see Tyrese on the I wanted to see Tyrese in the starting lineup. That wasn't the case, and Casey Palmer steps in instead. So the starting lineup, you should be able to see it on your screen now. Starting lineup should be on your screen now. Let's see if we can pull it to the side here. All right, so that's the starting lineup for the Jamaican team. So as you can see, we have in the first 11 Andre Blake, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King, Dexter Lembikisa. We also have Amari Bell at left back in the midfield. We have Joel Latibo there. Casey Palmer comes in. So what that means is Casey Palmer getting uh, a start, uh, very, very few and far between. Warner Brown is starting at the number 9 position once more. Now, Atkinson started the previous game up there as well. Damari Gray, he retains his place. So does Leon Bailey. And the midfielder that can't stop scoring, Jonathan Russell, he too retains his place in Jamaica's starting lineup. On the bench, let's go through the the folks on the bench for Jamaica. Well, I think most people know who the bench folks are. We have Jamali Waite, Shaquan Davis, Greg Lee, Kyle Ming, Dwayne Atkinson, Karoy Anderson, Bobby Reed, Kahim Dixon, Mikel Antonio, Ronaldo Cephas, Romario Williams, sorry, and Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell, the individual that I mentioned a little bit earlier, that we were expecting to be part of the starting lineup. Okay, but that's one of those. All right, again, you can see the starters on your screen. Dexter Lembikisa at right back, Leon Bailey on the back of that big performance against Guadeloupe retains his place on the right flank there. On the left, we have Demari Gray and Demari Bell, as has been the case lately. Ethan Pinnock and Richard King, centre back pairing once more. In goal, automatic Andre Blake. Joel Latibodier starts again in midfield. And up front, we have Warner Brown. Jonathan Russell is back there and he constantly is getting those goals, so it's good to see him in the starting lineup once more. Casey Palmer, he's given an opportunity today to start, and I say to you, Jamaica may very well get away with drawing this game, but we definitely want to win it. It's Jamaica versus Panama. It's the final game of the group stages for Jamaica. This is the 2025 Gold Cup, and I know we've seen the United States so far capture full points from their first round, and Panama will be looking to avoid a defeat at best because as things stand right now, Panama could still miss out on the second round. And you may ask, what do I mean by that? If Jamaica beats Panama and beats them well, and if Guatemala beats Guadeloupe well, it may very well be Jamaica and Guatemala advancing through to the next round. So Panama, they still have it to play for. So those who are expecting it to be a game where because Panama has qualified, they're just gonna come out or they're gonna send out an easier team. You may very well have to think again. As far as Panama's starting lineup goes, we have Londondo, that number 11, on the right, Martinez in the middle, Diaz on the left, one of the better players, Diaz. So pay keen attention to him. Rodriguez is starting as striker today. Godoy and Griffith, midfielders, Cordoba and Escobar, the centre back pairing, Blackman on the right, Gutierrez on the left, and Mosquera, who had a wonderful game last time out, he is in goal once more. Let's see what's happening over here. Remember, folks, participate in the poll. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you convinced by what the Reggae Boys have shown so far that they will actually go on to win this game? Let us know in the comment section, please. And thank you. Have they done enough to convince you that they will win this game against Panama this evening? I know some have already started calling for Coach McLaren to be sacked. I don't think we'll go as far as to say Coach McLaren will get the sack, but I think it's one of those games where, for those fans who haven't yet been convinced, he will need to put out some serious work today to show that he deserves the job because so far I'm not convinced, but I won't come out and call for him to be sacked because obviously we know that these jobs take time. They take time, and the contracts that they usually are given 2 years, 18 months, that sort of thing. It, the coaches have little time with the players in these international breaks, and I can't beat a coach for not getting his tactics over 2, 3 international breaks. Right? That doesn't bode well with me, and as such, I'm just watching. If I see an area where we can improve, I'm going to call it out. But if not, I'll just watch because at some point we need to start turning our heads as well towards the players. We've changed coaches multiple times so far over the last 4 years or so. We've changed maybe 5 or 4 coaches, and the problem persists. It's been the same problem. We've complained about style of play. We've complained about the team looking lethargic. There's no synergy, all of that. So the theme has been almost the same. So maybe at some point we need to switch our focus from the coaches and look elsewhere. And elsewhere could mean the players, elsewhere could mean those who are quite frankly making the decisions that may very well be beyond the coach. Who knows? Again, big up everybody who's tuned in this evening. This is Halftime TV. The poll is running. Have the Reggae Boys' performances inspired confidence that they will beat Panama this evening? That's a question. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop those in the comment section, okay? Yeah, man. Let's see if I can log in here. No, not yet. All right, we're just about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Just about 10 minutes away from kickoff, folks. Almost ready to go. Almost ready to go. We're setting up the comments so we can have real time interactions, right? Mhm. Starters in the heart of defense for Jamaica, we have Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. We have Dexter Lembikisa starting this one. We also have Greg Lay, Amari Bell, sorry. What's happening here? Hmm. Let's pull it from this end, eh? All right, so big up everybody in the comment section. We have DeAndre, sorry, Salmon. Where can you watch the match? Who else we have? Journey with Kelleen. Big up yourself as well. Journey with Kelleen. Is there a link to stream the match live? We will try our best to find a link for you so you can watch the match live as well. Okay. So give me 1 second. If the match should be on Fox though, for sure. Let me check if it's currently being carried on the site that I usually use. But yeah, man, big up everybody who's tuning in this evening. As I said, it's Jamaica versus Panama. This may very well boil down to a must-win game. But I don't know. We need real CDM stop using defender in that position. Big up yourself, Jay. It's been a minute, Jay. It's been a minute. Big up yourself, man. For real, for real. We need a genuine number 6, and it's been the sentiment that's been shared for forever, really. Jamaica can't seem to nail down that position, and I don't know when. I don't know when that will change, but for now, Jamaica is struggling to nail down that position. Struggling badly. Check, check. Yeah, so Jamaica is currently trailing by Jamaica currently trailing 1 goal to nil. Jamaica currently trailing 1 goal to nil. You can see the live action on your screen there. Whew. The job is now even more difficult for the Jamaican team. Bridget messaged me say, oh boy. Yeah man, big up. We had a little bit of challenges a little bit earlier, but all is well now. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so crazy days for the Jamaican team right now. They just made it even more difficult. Don't worry. It's been a minute since I went live as well, so that's why we're trying to adjust and to get back in the mood, right? It's been mostly short videos lately. Mostly short videos. We haven't really had the time to go live as much. But yeah, Jamaica in possession right now in the Panama half. Leon Bailey has it. Tries to take on a couple players. Wins it back. But yeah, throw into Jamaica team. But you can see it there. You can see the statistics coming up in real time to the right of the screen behind me. Yeah, big up everybody in the comment section. Big up everybody. Big everybody down in the comment section. So far, as I said, it's Jamaica nil, Panama 1, and we're just about what? I wanna say just under 20 minutes in. Smash the like button on the stream, folks. Smash the like button on the stream as soon as you hop on. Let's get this one to at least 50 streams within the first half. 50 likes, sorry. But yeah, man, ball game. Jamaica Jamaica get themselves a lot to do right now. We had predicted a draw. Jamaica will need to work twice as hard now because, as we mentioned, Panama is good with a draw. Jamaica needs a win if they're to determine their own destiny at the Gold Cup. And remember, the poll is still running. The poll is still running. The poll is still running. So
Poll is still running. Another attack by the Panama team. Oop. 2-0 down the Jamaica team, 17 minutes in. It just got even uglier. Just got even uglier. And it quite frankly looks as if Jamaica will be joining the Trinidad and Tobago team and heading back home. So 16 minutes in, we don't know what has happened. Jamaica doesn't know what has hit them. They're 2-0 down. 2-0 down Jamaica, 16 minutes in. The fans look disengaged. They look like they don't want to be there. They look disappointed. Dexter Lembikisa there allowing little bit of room. Richard King selling himself short. Too easy for the Panama team. Both Richard King and Dexter Lembikisa looking as if they're cones as Panama tucked the second goal away. I think Andre Blake should be doing better there, if I'm to be honest with you. Yeah, Andre Blake should be doing better, definitely. So the defenders let down Andre Blake, but Andre Blake let down himself as well. Not looking good, Reggae Boys fans. Not looking good at all. Not looking good. Not looking good. Let me do a quick check on the other game to see what's happening over there. But if you're in the comment section, remember smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV. Panama 2, Jamaica 0. It's 20 minutes into the game. Mm-hmm. So Andre Blake gone down injured. All right. So Steve McLaren pulling the players to the side of the pitch to reinforce some tactics, or could very well be to get some new tactics in. Andre Blake is down injured. The medics are on the pitch. Uh, I I genuinely think that second goal, Andre Blake should be doing a little bit better there. But for the first one, nothing he can do as the ball deflected Ball deflected and ended up in the back of the net. So play has resumed. Play has resumed. Yeah, man. Play has resumed. Jamaica versus Panama in a must-win game. Jamaica and not must-win, but a game that we'd prefer if Jamaica wins because otherwise they'd be hoping the rest of the results go in their favor. Jamaica is 2-0 down at about 20 minutes into the game. I don't think anyone saw this one coming. Yeah, I don't think anyone saw it coming. Like we at least expected Jamaica to give a better account of themselves. Yeah. Play has resumed. Yeah, man. Play has resumed. Jamaica versus 2-0 to Panama. 2-0 to Panama. 23 minutes into the game. Leon Bailey on that left hand side gets across in. Not sure what's happening there, but the ball is headed wide by Demari Gray. But yeah, big up everybody in the comment section. As you can see, some quick statistics: 2 free kicks apiece, Jamaica and Guatemala. Not Guatemala, Panama. I'm looking for the Guatemala game though, because I want to see what the update is there. Because remember, if draw, Guatemala draws against Guadeloupe, then that's it for Jamaica. Right? Guatemala draw, and as things stand, Jamaica is losing. So Guatemala draw, and so Guatemala is currently leading 1-0 against Guadeloupe. That goal coming in the 13th minute. that that goal coming in the 13th minute, and it was scored by Jose Pinto. So as things stand, Jamaica is headed home. Guatemala up by 1 goal against Guadeloupe. Jamaica down 2 against Panama. I don't know. I'm not so sure about the experience, Kurt. I'm not so sure about the experience because you have you have Leon Bailey, you have all these folks who have a lot of experience at the club level. Ethan Pinnock, the same. Andre Blake, one of the most capped players in Jamaica's history. So they have experienced players. It's just that I'm not sure what's going wrong. But something's definitely going wrong. Or maybe Panama is just better than Jamaica. Maybe. Maybe that's it. Hold the ball for 5 minutes. Remember, folks, smash the like button on the live stream as soon as you hop on. Smash the like button. So there you can see Jamaica is back in it. Goal scored by Amari Bell, coming in off that left hand side, anticipating the cross into the box. Dexter Lembikisa goes down to the line, squares it, and Amari Bell gets ahead to it. So both wing backs there combining for Jamaica's goal. Both wing backs combining for Jamaica's goal. Amari Bell getting on the score sheet, getting Jamaica back into it, having advanced up from that left back position. Looks like it's onside to me. Onside. Onside referee. But Dexter Lembikisa, this play all coming through Dexter Lembikisa, who took on two players, got to the byline, and got the cross into the box. Amari Bell climbing above the defender there and scoring. So good goal from Amari Bell. Was that the tactics that the coach gave them just now to the side of the pitch? That may very well be it. Telling the fullbacks to push forward a bit more and switching up their original game plan. But both fullbacks there, it's good to see both of them going forward and Amari Bell getting on the score sheet. Big up everybody in the comment section, by the way. Yeah, man, respect. Let's do a quick check, pulse check to see what's happening over on the other side. So the new score, this looks like it's going to be a high scoring game. Panama 2, Jamaica 1. Panama 2, Jamaica 1 after 29 minutes or 30 minutes thereabout. We're now into the 30th minute. Lots of goals in this first half. The Jamaican players rolling up their sleeves and going all in to ensure that they don't go home just like that. Steve McLaren looking like a genius on the back of that tactical switch that immediately resulted in a goal. Yep. So 34 minutes in, Jamaica 1, Panama 2. 34 minutes in, Jamaica 1, Panama 2. The Reggae Boys will need to up their game if they are to advance through to the next round, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. Panama now with an attack. Ball is with the Reggae Boys again. Let's check over to see what's happening with the oop. Guatemala now 2 goals up. Guatemala now leading by 2 goals to nil. 32 minutes in. The second goal came from Escobar. Second goal from Olga Escobar, 18-year-old who plays on the right flank for the Guatemala team. So Guatemala leading 2 goals to nil. That means is Jamaica needs to win this game. Jamaica needs to win this game, and it currently isn't going their way. Jamaica needs a win now. Guatemala leading by 2 goals to nil, folks, at the 32 minute mark. Yep. Guadeloupe is down to 10 men, having received a red card in the 32nd minute to Arenate, who is that midfielder. So Guadeloupe down to 10. Guatemala leading by 2, 33 minutes into that game. Reggae Boys definitely need to do a whole lot more if they're to advance through to the next round. As things stand, Panama and Guatemala will be advancing through to the second round of the Gold Cup from this group. We're tracking all the games, folks. We're tracking all the games. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that's a penalty. As I said, looks like it's outside the box for me. It's a Kirk. It's a big what outside. Yeah, the foul looks like it's outside the box. So I don't think it's a penalty. I do not think it's a penalty. And maybe, yeah, decision overturned. So a lot of overturning happening today. Actually, a save. Go. The penalty converted by Ishmael Diaz. Andre Blake sent the wrong way. And what that means is Panama are now 3 goals to the good against a Jamaica team that looks shell shocked. So 7 added minutes to the first half there. The Jamaica now, they need 4 goals. They need 4 goals. They need 4 goals. So even if Jamaica is to come back into this game, they need 4 goals. They need 4 goals to be level on goal difference with Guatemala. So Guatemala leading 2 goals to nil, just about half time in that game. They have a goal difference of +2, having scored 3 goals and conceded one. Jamaica still on 3 points. If they're to get back into the game, it could get to 6 points, but then it will go down to goal difference, and they'll need 4 goals to be level on goals with Guatemala, assuming Guatemala doesn't score another goal this evening. Highly unlikely, by the way. Oof. Looks like a second penalty, you know. Oh, offside. Yeah. Offside. Jamaica getting away with that one. Yeah. Yeah. Good call there. Good call that time around. Let's update the score. Come on, people. Let me know. Update the score. Update the score. Panama 3, Jamaica 1. remember, people, we are a halftime TV. Ugh. Yeah, looking back at the penalty again, definitely in the box. Definitely in the box. And I say in the box because if it's on the line, it's in the box, right? Cool penalty converted, sending Andre Blake the wrong way to make it 3. So Guatemala leading 2 goals to 0. Guatemala beating Guadeloupe right now, 2 goals to 0. Jamaica trailing Panama, 3 goals to 1. Demari Gray spreading it wide there. Big task ahead for the Jamaican team. Big task ahead. Looks as if the Latin American teams from Jamaica's group will be advancing to the next round. Why they didn't carry Waterhouse to play Panama? Leon Bailey clear in. For those who didn't get the opportunity to see, Warner Brown flunking his shot. We said we needed a big game from Warner Brown. It's opportunities like those that he needs to put away. Needs to put that away. Needs to put that away. Can't miss that opportunity right there. Ugh, that in and of itself. Come on, people. Need to get back into the game. Still 2-0 in the next game. Still 2-0. But Jamaica cannot depend on Guadeloupe to do them any favors. They need to get the business done. So if this result should stand, it would mean Jamaica has failed to keep a clean sheet in any of the games that they played, conceding 5 goals and scoring only twice. Well, only 3 times. Conceding 5, scoring 3. Remember, we had 2 goals from the Jamaican team in the previous game. Remember, later on tonight we have El Salvador versus Canada, and then we have Curacao up against Honduras. Both of those games will be played at the same time, as is the case with this one and the Guatemala game, to ensure the integrity of the competition. Can't have any team doing the other team favors. Oof. Good try from Casey Palmer, pushed wide by the goalkeeper as he tried to place it in that bottom left corner. Same effort though. Same effort. Mosquera was quick across the goal to push it around the post. But good try from Casey Palmer. Walking onto that one. Good setup from Ethan Pinnock. Mhm. We've used up all the time that was allotted for stoppages in the first half. We're well into the ninth minute now. So expect the referee to blow his whistle any day now. In the meantime, in the other game, it's Guatemala 2, Guatemala 2, Guadeloupe nil. It's halftime there. That last play, Warner Brown appeared to have won himself a penalty, but the referee raises his hand due to the indication from the linesman that it's offside. Looks like it was John Russell that was offside though. But let's see. Expect them to draw some lines here. Yeah, draw some lines here. Possible penalty for Jamaica if it's not offside. Looks like it's on, to be honest. So a lot of reviews in this first half. If Jamaica can get a goal here and go into the half at 3-2, it may very well give them some hope coming out in the second half. The cameras are not giving the best angles, if I'm to be frank. Garbage. So Warner Brown getting himself around, giving the referee a decision to make, having just missed a glorious opportunity to make it 3-2. It appears he's now won a penalty. I think the referee is taking so long to make the decision in and of itself tells its own story. Penalty, penalty, penalty. I'm sure Steve McLaren will take this early Christmas present. Can you imagine 5 goals in the first half? Players getting restless. Referee waiting for the direction from those in the VAR room. Still nothing forthcoming. Penalty still being reviewed, folks. Still being reviewed. VAR folks on this side of the world don't seem to know how to use the technology. Waiting too long for this decision. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, players getting restless. By this time, everybody's supposed to call. They're supposed to call up by now. Even though the referee in the middle right now can't wait to go in for halftime. So they're checking for offside and then penalty. But naturally, they don't have any lines drawn. So I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know how I feel about the penalty, to be honest. I'd take it though. Yeah, we'll take it. One of the longest VAR decisions. One of the longest VAR decisions. It's taking forever to get to a decision. It's almost 10 minutes, people. Almost 10 minutes. So the referee decides that it's not a penalty after 10 minutes of waiting, basically. 10 minutes of waiting, no penalty, and basically that means it's half time. So, oof, 10 minutes of waiting. 10 minutes of waiting, no penalty, half time. So, let me just pull up some stats for you while we go on a short break. So, 3 goals to 1, half time. This is halftime TV. 3 goals to 1 at halftime. So, we'll be back for the second half in a couple of minutes, okay? Welcome back, folks. Now we're over to the second half. Remember, it's Jamaica versus Panama in the Guadeloupe versus Guatemala game. Remember, they went to the half a little bit earlier than Jamaica did. The score is currently Guatemala 2, Guadeloupe 1. So Guadeloupe has gotten one goal back. Um, so let's see if they can mount a comeback. Over to Jamaica's game. Live action on your screen there. Scoreline Panama 3, Jamaica 1. In the second game, Guatemala 2, Guadeloupe 1. 58 minutes gone in that game. We've just kicked off the second half in Jamaica's game. So welcome to the live chat, everyone. Welcome to the live chat. So that last sequence of play, Leon Bailey played it inside to Casey Palmer, who walks onto it again, but this time it's high, so the ball sails over the top of the goal. Nothing similar to that first half chance that Ethan Pinnock laid off to him that the goalkeeper had to push around the goalpost. But early days yet, Greg Lay coming in at halftime. Ronaldo Cephas as well coming in at halftime. So Cephas came in for Warner Brown. Coach likes to make those halftime substitutions, you know. So halftime substitution, Greg Lay coming in for Richard King and Warner Brown coming out replaced by Ronaldo Cephas. 60 minutes in the next game, still 2-1 there. 50 minutes in Jamaica's game, Jamaica trailing by 3 goals to 1. Canada plays El Salvador at 10, so does Honduras, and Honduras plays Curacao. Let's see, it looks as if Panama made a couple of switches as well at halftime. So the two center halves came out. Londondo and Martinez both substituted. And remember, coming into the game, Panama made some changes as well. About 4 or 5 of their main players were rested for this game, with sight obviously set on the next round of fixtures. Jamaica will need to do something and to do something real quick because this second half hasn't started as brightly as they would have hoped. Second half hasn't started as brightly as they would have hoped. Dexter Lemikis, as usual, bright both in the attacking and the defensive phase of play. Early part for that first goal, questionable defending, but since then he's been good. Joel Latibodier, as you can see from the ratings, he was he was Jamaica's best rated player according to the bookies in that first half. So Joel Latibodier, Jamaica's best rated player in that first half, according to the bookies. If you have one soccer, you can watch it on one soccer, right? Yeah. So I don't know if they're showing it on their YouTube channel, but you can check out one soccer. Mikel Antonio looking pensive on the bench. It's interesting how coming into this game we were saying Jamaica has it all to do and they need to get out of the blocks real quick. And Jamaica had the worst start they've had at these Gold Cup games. I think it's the worst 20 minutes of football I've seen from the Jamaican team in this game here. In a game that they would have wanted to come out swinging. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, big up everybody in the comment section. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Guidance. So Panama in full control of this game right now, if I'm to be frank with you. Just about 10 minutes into the second half, they're picking off Jamaica at will. You can even say toying with the Reggae Boys right now. No threat at all the Reggae Boys posing to this Panama team. Sleeveless, no harm. So Guatemala versus Guadeloupe, still 2-1. 65-minute mark there, so just about 25 minutes left in that one. And remember, we have to be keeping an eye on that game because it may very well be the determining factor on whether Jamaica advances. Assuming obviously that Jamaica comes back into this game. Through ball there to trying to find Ronaldo Cephas. He doesn't get there. The Panama defenders clear up and they recycle it. No, no, no. Not looking good there. Outrunning midfield. Panama looks like they have more energy than Jamaica. Oof. Dangerous attack. Ball swung past the mouth of the goal there by Puma. So Maribel played it off the attacking player, but it seemed as if it's a Panama throw in. Anyway, Ethan Pinnock swinging that one wild. Oof. Jamaica can't get the touch of the ball right now, folks. As you can see on your screen, 35% ball possession for the Jamaican team, 65 for the Panama team. Camped out in the Reggae Boys box right now. Let's see. Ronaldo Cephas gets it. Plays it back to Greg Lay, who kicks it long. And again, no Panama midfielders have it. You can see the sequence of play, folks. You can see it on your screen. Small triangles around the Reggae Boys players. I hope you're seeing it, innit? So 3 goals to 1 for Panama at the 59th minute. 3 goals coming from Ishmael Diaz in the first half. So first half hat trick from that one. The Jamaicans can't cope, simply put. No, one of those is a penalty, by the way. So Ishmael Diaz scoring in the 4th, 17th, and 45th minute against Reggae Boys, which means Jamaica are currently 3 down. Dangerous attack there from Ronaldo Cephas appeared to have been pulled down. Quick update, the Guatemala team has gotten another goal. So Guatemala currently leading by 3 goals to 1. Cephas still on the turf, asking the referee for a penalty. Referee doesn't seem interested. Looks as if he was pulled back there, if I'm to be frank. But was there nothing there for him to go down? Referee says play on. So 71 minutes in the other game, Guatemala leading by 3 goals to 1. Same score here, Jamaica versus Panama. Difference in time, so 60 minutes in Jamaica's game, and Jamaica currently trail by 3 goals to 1. Not looking bright for the Reggae Boys. Panama not giving them the slightest sniff right now. I can't remember the last time Jamaica had a shot on the Panama goal. And remember, Panama is leading by 3 goals to 1, so they don't need to worry about getting a shot. Leon Bailey running his heart out, but doesn't seem to be enough. As you can see, Joel Latibo there picking up a card there. I think that was a soft foul, but picking up a card and giving away a free kick in a dangerous position for the Panama team. 73 minutes in the other game, Guatemala 3, Guadeloupe 1. 63 minutes in Jamaica's game, in which they trail by 3 goals to 1. So similar scoreline as Guatemala, Guadeloupe. Panama and Guatemala look as if they're going to be advancing through to the next round. Oof. So crazy day for the Reggae Boys fans, I must say, crazy day for the Reggae Boys fans and for the supporters of Jamaican football. Uh, Again, in the next game, it's 3 goals to 1 in favor of Guatemala. What that means is currently Jamaica are out of the Gold Cup. If this result or if these results stand, Jamaica is out of the Gold Cup. The 3 goals to 1, 3 goals to 1. Panama would have qualified in first place, and in second place we would have had Guatemala with 2 wins from a possible 3, losing 1 goal to 0 against this Panama team. Coach making a substitution, they're getting in Kayin Dixon and Bobby D. Cordova-Reed. Jonathan Russell is the man that's sacrificed, and Demari Gray. So Bobby Reed and Kaheem Dixon coming on for Jonathan Russell. And Demari Gray. So 15 minutes for young Kaheem Dixon to leave his mark on this game. Remember, we still haven't seen Tyrese Campbell in this game. Hopefully, at some point, the coach will give him an opportunity to run out. So 14 minutes in the second game, Guatemala leading 3 goals to 1 against Guadeloupe. Quick recap of the goals. Jamaica's goal scorer Amari Bell being set up by Dexter Lembikisa. Only goals scored by Jamaica. First goal for Panama, dangerous deflection of Leon Bailey, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Second goal, Andre Blake would have been kicking himself. He should have done better. Basically, the ball went under him. And for the third goal, penalty conceded by Casey Palmer that was tucked away expertly by Ishmael Diaz, the man that's been substituted right now. the Panama number 10 has been a thorn in the feet of the Jamaican defense all night. First half hat trick. Couldn't have asked for a better outing, to be honest. So Ishmael Diaz, 3 goals tucked away. He made them look easy. And the Jamaican defenders would be happy to have seen the last of him. But is there enough time for the Reggae Boys to get back into this game? Powerful header by Greg Lay, Panama attacker there, who came on at halftime, is adjudged to be offside. But yeah, Dominican Republic and football. Valkyria, Saldania, big up yourself, Tambian. Tambian. Uh-huh. Pena, Lazo, Jamaica, Esta, Copa, no sirve siempre. Mauricio, no excuses. Okay. So Guadeloupe has gotten one back. So again, things getting interesting in that game, Guatemala versus Guadeloupe. The score is currently Guatemala 3, Guadeloupe 2. So Guatemala 3, Guadeloupe 2. Oh, how we wish the Reggae Boys would show some fighting spirit similar to that of Guadeloupe. Shot off target there, Leon Bailey. He got there, so I think he should be getting that in the back of the net. Yeah, at least on target, Leon Bailey. Seemed as if he was looking at the defender through the side of his eyes. But Bailey definitely should be tucking that one away, or at least forcing a save from the goalkeeper. All right, Mikel Antonio getting ready to come on. Mm-hmm. So 81 minutes in Guatemala versus Guadeloupe. The score is 3 goals to 2 in favor of Guatemala. In the Jamaica game, 71 minutes gone so far. Jamaica is trailing by 3 goals to 1. So Jamaica trailing, Jamaica trailing 3 goals to 1, and and they don't look like they're gonna get back into it. They need to change. The players look deflated. They've been chasing shadows all evening. So even if rob of two penalties. I don't know. I wouldn't call it rob of two penalties. I think the second one was a bit soft. Yeah, right. Cephas, that one was a bit soft. For the first one, the first one, I'm not sure. If that penalty were given against my team, I'd be furious. Put it that way. But I'd take it. I'd take it. The player looked as if he got a touch on the ball and then Warner Brown kicked him. But as I said, if it were given against my team, I'd be furious. But had it been a case where the referee had said, "Hey, it's a penalty," I would have taken it all day long. So Leon Bailey being substituted for Mikel Antonio. Leon Bailey substituted for Mikel Antonio, folks, at the 73-minute mark. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That second one, I wouldn't give the second one. I wouldn't give the second one. That's a hold on the a hand on the shoulder player, Ronaldo Cephas. Not a lot of options in inside the box. Realized that, played the ball and then went down. I don't know. I don't know. Tried to sell it to the referee though. Did a good job of selling it to the trying to sell it at least for the referee. I'm gonna have to do a lot more than that. You see, the referee took 10 minutes at the end of the first half to come to a decision. The referee trying to ensure that he gets all the decisions right. Ref now drop no catch, no favors. Anyway, just about 85 minutes in Guatemala versus Guadeloupe. So 5 minutes, or yeah, roughly 5 minutes left in that game. And Guatemala are currently leading by 3 goals to two. Guatemala currently leading Guadeloupe by 3 goals to two. What that means is if the results stand, Guatemala will be advancing as well as Panama. So Panama will be advancing as a first place team. Guatemala will be second place, and Guadeloupe and Jamaica will be heading back to their respective homes. We can take some positive from the game, you know. Yeah, there are some positives to take from the game. Oof, good cross into the box, Kaim Dixon. Mm, good cross in the box from Kaim Dixon. Back post there, not able to head that one home. But you know what I realized? I realized Guadeloupe plays best when they're down. Yeah, 86 minutes in, Guadeloupe 2, Guatemala 3. Yeah, Jamaica is now putting some urgency in their game. They're looking as if now they want to win this game or they want to get back into it, which is a little bit late in my opinion. Maybe too little, too late. We'll see. We'll see. Looks like it's too little, too late in my opinion. Oof, Kaheem Dixon with a shot that rattled off the post. Ronaldo Cephas got the rebound. Cephas got the rebound. Ooh, should be doing better there, Cephas. Kaheem Dixon, I think he would have been offside, you know. But that's a good instinctive strike from Cephas, from Kaheem Dixon. He's looked bright since he got back, since he got on the pitch. Yeah, Kaim Dixon. He's looked bright. Hopefully he can get a goal tonight. Good try, good try. Tried the through ball there to Mikel Antonio. uh, I think we all saw what he's saying there. Okay, but you can see the passion in the eyes of this young man. He wants to win. He wants to score. He wants to give 110% for the Jamaican national team. Just about 2 minutes left in that game, Guatemala versus Guadeloupe, folks. It's still 3 goals to 2 in favor of Guatemala. Roughly 12 minutes in Jamaica's game remaining. We're at the 78-minute mark. Corner kick right now for Panama. All right, let's give you some quick stats on what's happening in the game. Yeah, quick stats. So far, Panama, 5 shots. Jamaica, 14 shots. Shots on target, 3 for Panama. All 3 have ended up in the back of the goal. 5 shots on target for Jamaica. Only one of those found the back of the net. For possession, Panama, 65% possession, 35% to the Jamaican team. And as we mentioned, you can see that Panama is basically just controlling this game. I know Jamaica has more shots, but that's because Panama, they're not too they're not too they're not too pressed about getting a shot or trying to score an additional goal. Right? They already have 3 goals. They're doing enough to see this game out. And what that means is when they have possession of the ball, recycling it as much as possible, not foraying forward to try and get a 4th goal, well, allowing the Jamaican players to have the ball. As you can see, only 5 shots on target for Jamaica. Jamaica has had over twice as many shots as the Panama team, but only 2 more shots on target than the Panama team. So, quite frankly, they're allowing the Jamaican teams to have the ball. They're allowing them to take those shots, but take shots from areas that's not going to cause too much harm to them. So it may look as if Jamaica is growing into the game, but it may very well be Panama allowing the Jamaican team more of the ball and closing off those areas where they can be dangerous, right? So Guatemala versus Guadeloupe, all but done. 91 minutes gone into that one. Guatemala leading 3 goals to 2. Still 10 minutes or so left in Jamaica versus Panama. Can the Reggae Boys get back into this one? It's a steep ask. If they're to mount a comeback, they'll need to get a goal now. Ronaldo Cephas again, hand on the shoulder. He goes down. Referee being consistent. Didn't call it when it happened in the box. Didn't call it again on this occasion when it happened outside the box. Oof. Dangerous attack from the Panama team. Shot wide of goal. One of those few occasions that they've gone forward, and again, good midfielder player there, coming on the outside, putting it on the left boot, and then finding a through ball to the player going down the flank. Jamaican possession. Trying to beat Andre Blake at the near post there. Didn't work. The score is pinned on the screen there. Score pinned on the screen on the chat. The top of the chat, the score is pinned. So 3-1 in favor of Panama. We're at 83 minutes mark. In the second game, Guatemala versus Guadeloupe, it's 3-2, 94 minutes in. So we're in stoppage time. That game can end any day now. Panama lining up substitute again. Panama lining up some substitutions. So Cedeno coming in, Griffith coming out. So midfielder for a defender. We're over into the 95th minute in Guatemala versus Guadeloupe. Still 3-2 in favor of Guatemala. Remember, if the result stands, Guatemala will advance along with Panama. The result stands, Guatemala advance with Panama. So the only way Jamaica advances is if they come back and earn a victory against this Panama team, which from where I'm sitting doesn't look realistic, at least not today. Into the 96th minute. 96 minutes into Guadeloupe versus Guatemala. Remember, Jamaica, we're a few minutes behind them because we had that long stoppage at the end of the first half for the VAR review of a penalty, possible penalty, sorry, on Warner Brown. Penalty was not given. Referee judged that it wasn't a foul. There wasn't enough in it for a penalty. But yeah, it was about 10 minutes. And as a result, the Guatemala-Guadeloupe game resumed before the Jamaican game. So ball with Kaim Dixon again on that right-hand side. Tries to get the ball across. Out for a goal kick. good positive play from Kaim Dixon regardless. The second game has ended, folks. The second game has ended on just about 4 minutes plus stoppage time left in Jamaica's game. Second game has ended. 4 minutes plus stoppage time left in Jamaica's game if they're to come back in it. So as it stands now, Guatemala advance through to the next round. Jamaica is headed home, and Panama will top the zone on 9 points. Quick stats on your screen there. Dangerous cross into the box. Too much on it. Ethan Pinnock couldn't get there. Bobby Reed apologizes. Coach Steve McLaren is folded on his chair. May very well be folded in first class heading back home after this one. We'll have to wait and see what the decision is. But one of the earlier exits from the Gold Cup as it relates to the Reggae Boys. It's been finals, it's been semi-finals, it's been quarterfinals, and now it's group stage. Remember, the coaching staff need to get fired. Thoroughly underwhelming performance at the Gold Cup. I agree 100%, sport fanatic. And look out for the video after this one, Halftime TV viewers. Look out for the video. We will share our reactions. And I know you like hearing our reactions. Don't worry. We'll share our reactions. So there you see. Yeah, I hope you can see it. I told you the Panama team has been in total control of the game. Basically, picking off Jamaica at will. And there you have it. 4 goals to 1. 4 goals to 1. 4 goals to 1. Picking off Jamaica at will. They haven't. I'm pretty sure this has been one of their easier games. So mistake there in midfield meant Andre Blake, well off his line, had to advance to try and cut that one out. He was rounded by the attacker, who was being chased. So Casey Palmer, second error of the evening, leading to a goal. The first one resulted in a penalty. The second one gave the attacker an opportunity through on goal, and Thomas Rodriguez did just that. He took the opportunity with both hands. So Casey Palmer, he'll be hoping the field opens up and swallows him up right now. Thomas Rodriguez on the 89th minute makes it 4-1 in favor of Panama. Steve McLaren wants it to be over. Casey Palmer wants it to be over. The fans in the stands, they want it to be over. The longest 90 minutes, 90 seconds, 90 minutes as well for the Reggae Boys at these Gold Cup games. So the longest 90 minutes for the Reggae Boys at this Gold Cup. And Casey Palmer making a fool of himself in the middle of the pitch and costing his team the second goal of the evening. Steve McLaren with a hand to his cheek, questioning his decision to start Casey Palmer this evening. Not the day you want to have your worst game in the Reggae Boys color. But don't worry, it's almost over. It's almost over. Remember, Canada plays El Salvador after this one, and Curacao plays Honduras. Guatemala, they've already done the business. They've dismissed Guadeloupe 3-2. They've dismissed Guadeloupe 3-2. You can see the sequence of passes on your screen. The Panama team toying with the Reggae Boys. They can't touch it. Can't touch it. Can't touch it. Can't touch it. They can't touch it. They want it to be over. They want it to be done. They're looking at the referee. The referee is enjoying it, or is he? The Panama players sure are. Small triangles. And that's it. That's it. Team Panama advances through to the next round, beating the Reggae Boys 4-1. And this evening, it's not Smile for Me, Jamaica. It's more like Cry for Me, Jamaica, because the Reggae Boys have been dumped out of the 2025 Gold Cup at the group stages. So Reggae Boys are heading home, having been dumped out of the Gold Cup at the group stages. Again, thank you to everyone who tuned in with us this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. We sure did. But Jamaica, underwhelming performance, I must say, in this their final game of the 2025 Gold Cup. Guatemala advances on 6 points. Panama advances on 9 points. Jamaica leads the Gold Cup with a single win, 3 goals scored. A single win, 3 goals scored, 6 goals conceded. Three goals scored, 6 goals conceded. Big up on yourself. Again, take care. We'll talk soon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace. Oh, and stay tuned for the reaction from this game. Look out for the video upcoming right after this one.